All right, I haven't done one of these in a while, and I wanted to get everybody caught up on everything that's going on. Wow, this will be the one for April and May. It's my update video, news and update video. I'm gonna run down a bunch of things I wanna talk about, things that are going on, kind of give you updates on what's going on with senior softball bat reviews, what bats we're working on right now. I've got them right here in front of me. First, I wanna start off, and I told you guys I was gonna do this, is talk about guys out there that shave bats. And I wanna do this in all my update videos, kind of let you guys know that this is a problem that's gonna be here for a while, and I think every year it's getting worse. Billy went to a tournament in North Texas, and he was calling me on the phone, and he goes, man, you're not gonna believe the way these bats sound. Not saying all of them, there's a small percentage of the bats that were there and the way they sound. But there's no way that we can really tell. We can only hear them because we've been doing this for a long time. We know how a bat performs, and when it comes out and it's performing better than my top 10, then that's a red flag for us, not for anybody else, because we've swung every bat out there. So when that bat's performing better than what we've hit it and it's performed for us, then that's a red flag, especially when the guy's 120 pounds and 5'2". But Jason Torres is doing something, and I want to talk about this because he said something, it was on Facebook, and he's posting all of this stuff, his compression testing on Facebook, and how he's doing it, and I commend him for this. At least he's doing something, has the balls to do something. So I think what this will do in the long run is bring a lot of teams to his tournament. But I have no problem with what he's doing. The only problem that I have in senior, I know he's doing it for, I don't think it's senior ball that he's doing it for right now, but if he brings that same thought process into senior ball, I have no problem with it. The only thing I would like for him to do when he brings it into senior ball, because I'm thinking one day that he will, because at least he's stepping forward and doing something and has the balls to do this, is take cheating off cheaters beware. I think at one time in his clip, it said cheaters beware. Now I'm not talking about seniors. I'm just talking about if he goes into seniors tournaments, because he does give away very good prizes. And I think that's gonna it's gonna take a little time, but I think that's actually gonna draw a lot of the seniors to his tournaments. For one, he's gonna be doing compression testing. And two, the prizes that he gives away if you have so many teams in the tournament. Now, let me talk about, he needs to take out, when it comes to senior bats, where he says cheaters beware. And then the banning, because all you guys know, when you compression test an old senior bat, it's gonna compression test, I've compression tested a bat 130, 140s, 150s. Average testing on an OG Dudley is 160. That's been hit 1,000, 2,000 times. And you know those bats, you can hit them 2,000, 3,000 times. That bat is compression test very low. So to call somebody a cheater or to kick them out for a year, and they bring that bat back because it's their gamer at senior tournaments, SSUSA, and bring it back and accidentally, you're gonna ban them for life? Just because the bat compression tests very low. Now, if you do this with seniors, you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of the old Adidas, a lot of the Suncoast bats, not recently ones, but the ones from previous years, you're gonna have to get rid of those. So what you're doing is, it's gonna be a disadvantage for the older guys, because the older guys benefit a lot more from those low compression test bats. So if you're gonna bring that, Jason, I love what you're doing, brother, I really do, because at least you have the balls to do something. But if you're gonna bring that compression testing, for one, I understand, you just throw a tournament that says on seniors, anything under a 170 compression test cannot hit in this tournament. So what you're doing with a lot of the, if you're gonna have, 55, 60, 65, 70-year-old tournaments, those guys are gonna be a disadvantage because they can't pick up a 180 compression test bat and have any kind of performance on it because their bat speed is just not up there. So that's the only thing, but I love what you're doing, Jason. The thing about it, you can run them in senior tournaments. It's just that you're gonna take away a lot, and I'm just gonna throw a few off the top of my head. The old Reeboks, the old Adidas, a lot of the old Suncoast bats that they came out with, those are not even gonna fly, because those are compression testing at a 150, 160, I would say right now. No Dudleys, doesn't matter if it's a balanced bat, in-loaded, whatever. You can't swing any of the old Dudleys 2.0s, those are gone, because their compression test is lower than, I think he said 170. Compression test lower than that. And I've done compression testing before. Me and Billy have our different thoughts on compression testing, on performance-wise, because it benefits, you know, if on a guy that's got over 100 mile an hour bat speed, it doesn't benefit him very much if that compression test is too low. So he would, you know, hit better with a 200, 190, 180 compression test. He would hit better with that. But a lot of the older guys, if you're going to run that in senior tournaments, they're not going to like it because they want that wall to collapse. Because their bat speed's just not there. So they can get a response off the barrel because their bat speed's not there. But I love what you're doing. At least you have the balls to do it. I want to talk about it. I got sick 2 years ago. And I want to kind of throw this in there without talking about it. If you guys are a follower, you follow my Facebook, or you follow my YouTube channel, I was sick 2 years ago. Was in the hospital for 7 days. I am on a clinical trial study for how much of that I still have in my body, how much of the antibodies I still have in my body. As of a month ago, I still have the antibodies in my body. I have not taken a vaccine. I've been exposed 5 times. I've been tested 5 times, and I have not caught it again. 21 months ago when I had it, and I still carry the antibodies for it. So I'm gonna keep giving you guys updates on that because I'm still getting tested with this clinical trial study every 2 months. So another month, I'll give you guys an update. When I do these videos, I'll give you guys an update. On my website, seniorsoftballbatreviews.com, I am doing some different things on there. I'm taking away, you guys know that I do all this weighing. I'm just gonna pick a bat here. Like you see the numbers on these bats. What I used to do on my website is I had a page that I would weigh the end weights, I would weigh the handle weight, and I probably had 200 bats on there where I did the end weight, I did the handle weight, and then I would tell you the total weight on all these bats. Because I started that years ago doing that because me and Billy for the last 12 weeks when we started doing this, we think a bat performs different with handle weight with your balance points. That's how come Billy on the bat that he put out, he loves those balance points on his Blake bat, Blake 584. So what I started doing is right for you guys that wanted to do this, kind of trying to get you guys, instead of looking at picking up a 27 ounce, because every bat manufacturer's 27 ounce has a different balance point. So what I wanted to do was give you guys rundowns on your balance points. Like if you swung that bat better, you guys can go out and look at balance points. You might pick up a 26 that has those same balance points. That's how come I don't trust bat companies, because they really don't go into detail about weighing their stuff. The only company out there right now that does that, I think, and is consistent at doing it, is Onyx. When they go up in weight and taking weight off the hands and weight off the end. I don't want to get in that too far, but I'm taking all that down. That's going to be gone because I have things I'm going to start doing in the future that's going to be different than that. And I don't want anybody taking all that information that I've actually collected, any bat manufacturer, that I've actually collected and using that to put in their product. You know, for one, they're not sending me a paycheck every month. So I don't want to give out free information to them and them come out and start talking about they invented this shit, you know, or they started doing this stuff. And then talking about how they have the greatest bat out there. It has happened, guys. It has happened. So what I wanted to do is not give out too much information. I told you guys this in another video too, that we're not going to start talking about how to build bats anymore, what would be better in performance. So kind of get away from that. What I am going to do is whenever I do my reviews, you're still going to get those numbers on those bats. You're still going to get these numbers on the bats whenever I do the review. It's usually going to be at the end of the video, and then I will talk about it. Top 10 2021, that video is coming out this week. I already did it. You got to wait for it. It's coming out this week. That's how come if you guys looked on my website, my whole top 10 was all messed up because I hadn't done the video yet. And then I changed it recently. So if you go back up there, you'll actually see the top 10 as today. But my top 10 2021 will be out next week. Top 10 all time. Guys, you want me to do this, so I'm going to do it for y'all. And I'm going to be down for about 2 weeks, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Top 10 all time I'm going to put out there, senior bats. These are all senior bats. Top 10 balanced bats. I want to talk about Billy's bat, and if you guys seen that video and the way he weighs bats, he's going to change the way people pick bats because of the way his balance points are. A lot of you older guys that actually has converted to a balanced bat because you can handle a little better. The way Billy loads his bats is you guys can actually swing an end load with his bat and actually get great performance out of it because, guys, as you know, you'll get better performance off of an end-loaded bat. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, just an end-loaded bat. You know, half-ounce end load, the way these guys talk about their shit is half-ounce, full ounce, three-quarter ounce. I don't know what they're talking about, but any of those bats, you can get better performance than a balanced bat. But the way Billy did his weights on his bats, the Blake 584s on the one piece and the two piece, women are going to start swinging his bats and get better performance than their balanced bats because a lot of women swing balanced bats out there. So if you would convert over to an end load, you get a little bit better performance off the Blake 584s. Pitch safe. I've had a few of you guys contact me about pitch safe because nobody could get a hold of him. And I know him, Aaron, I think his name is. I contacted him, and it took like 2 weeks for him to get back with me, but what he's dealing with right now, and it's a supply and demand kind of thing, it's hard for him to get product in. And he's got so many people that want his product that he's backlogged with a bunch of people, but he's great, he's doing good. It's the pitch safe. I mean, we talk about them so much, but if you guys watch my behind the scenes videos, you can see my pitch safe takes a lot of beating. I mean, it gets hit by Billy and Bubba and all the kids, they hit it and beat it up. I mean, it's still going. What he has came out with is a new, like a pitch safe 2.0. I'm gonna call it that because he doesn't have a name for it. But it's constructed a little different. For the first time, I just got it in a couple of days ago. For the first time, we're gonna use that tomorrow, and I'll kind of do a little video on it. And it's built totally different. It's actually heavier, and I think I don't know how he can get it more durable than the old pitch safe. I thought the old one was great, didn't have to change anything on it, but you pick it up, it's a little heavier. So I know he it's built like a tank now. And it's the same size, guys. I haven't taken it up and racked it like you usually do, but I'll go through all that tomorrow and let you guys know about it. You guys see my new hats? I just got these the other day. I don't know if I'm gonna start selling these. A lot of you guys asking me if I'm gonna start selling them. I do like the way they look, the way they came out. I might, and it's a good hat too. I mean, it's it's a high dollar hat. So it's not one of those cheapo truck stop shit a lot of people put out there. I have some shirts that are left over. I'll show you guys a picture. If you guys want some shirts, I can get rid of these. These are left over from like 6 months ago. I was actually in the garage the other day, cleaned the garage out, and I seen a tote and it has my shirts in it like these. I only have a few that have the advisory. I think those right there that have the print on the back of them that we wear, the guys wear. I only have a few of those that actually have it. So, and then I have a lot of them that just have this on the front. I have some white ones too, and I don't think I have any extra large. I think I have double extra large and large. I just did a video on this, guys. It'll be out this week too. That's CBD oil. And in that video, I want to talk about, I actually heard about it. I've been taking CBD oil for years. I have an autoimmune disease, which has a lot to do with inflammation. So I try everything that I can, every supplement that I can. And a lot of these supplements that I take is for inflammation. Like there's one right there is for inflammation. Gut inflammation, body inflammation. I take a lot of it. What I found out with Leroy stuff is that actually I can feel it working. And I've taken a lot of stuff in the position that I am right now. I have a lot of stuff that's sent to me. Leroy never sent this stuff to me. I actually heard about it through someone else, and I contacted him and I wanted to do a test on it. Now I've got Billy on it. I've got my wife on it. I've got kids on it, my kids on it. I've got Bubba on it. So in that video, it's about like a 10-minute video. I'm gonna talk about Leroy CBD oil. A lot of you guys are talking to me about Hydration House. I get hydrated whenever during the year that I play. Even in the off season, they have an immunity hydration where it's a drip, and you can get all these vitamins that are put into you that will help you with, help your immune system. So basically, I have a suppressed immune system too. That's one of the reasons why I think I got sick a couple of years ago, because my immune system is suppressed. So I do all this hydration. Even when I'm playing softball, I'll get the one that actually gets a lot of fluids into my body, and then I go play, and then when I come back, I get hydrated again. I'm gonna give you, we have a place that does it in San Antonio. I've been asked a few questions on where they located at, and I'm gonna give you all that, guys, from San Antonio, around San Antonio. All that information is gonna be right here, and you guys can go talk to them. Roseanne Liao is the lady that owns it. Real good friend of ours, me and my wife's. And just go in there and see her, she'll hook you up. Testosterone test. I was in Walgreens the other day, guys. I don't have it with me, but you'll see a picture of it right here. I was in Walgreens the other day and I seen this. So what I did was I took the test and I wanted to see what my levels were. And I was off my TRT, and I've said this in a lot of videos, I'm on TRT, which I think a lot of you senior guys out there need to get checked. So here's an easy way for you guys, and I wanted to do this test, and I might do a separate video on it, but I wanted to do this test on testosterone testing, like testosterone, what men need it, and kind of get it through you guys' thick heads that you need to get this stuff checked, because you'd feel a whole lot better, you heal a whole lot better, you won't be as tired. Because I've always said this, guys, if you're not doing anything, if you're just sitting home and you're on the couch and not doing shit, and you just like want to give up on softball because you hurt so much, you're gonna die. It's just human nature. You sit at home, you don't get out and walk, you don't get out and do any kind of lawn work, you don't get out and play the sport that you love, that you've always loved, because if you're watching this channel, you know, apparently you're a softball player. You guys, don't give up. If you're at your wits' end on what's going on with you, go see a doctor. I guarantee you most of it has to do with testosterone. And I've talked to people about this in the last 2 weeks. Somebody was talking to me and he was giving me, you know, what he thought was a problem. And I said, no, just go and get your testosterone checked. But anyway, getting away from what I was talking about, Walgreens has a kit. I think it's $59, $60. You go in there, you get that kit, you spit in it, and you send it off within 7 to 10 days, you get your test back. What I would do is, that's the easy way if you guys don't want to go see a doc, because I know a lot of you guys don't want to do that. So what I would do if I were you, spend the $59, $60, go down there, get that test, and then when it registers low on you, go see a doctor. You could even take that test in there to them and print it off and take it in there to them and say, hey, I took this test, can you do further research on to see if my testosterone is low? And then get fixed. They have creams, they have injections, they have the pellets, which insurance doesn't cover that, but still get your quality of life back. So I wanted to let you guys know, Walgreens, and I'm sure it's probably gonna be at CVS too. So Walgreens carries a testosterone checker. Walk in there, it's a little, you see it right here, and you can get it tested to find out what your problem is, because you're so tired all the time. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I will have nose surgery. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on that and talk about that. And what happens is, if you guys watch the video, I breathe. I breathe through my nose and it's plugged, like it's clogged. Like you can hear me whenever I'm talking fast. I'll start breathing, you can hear it. When it gets to be like that, and I am getting older, I'm gonna go in tomorrow and get it fixed. The next day, at 8:30 in the morning, I'm going and having my right eye fixed again. So what happened was, whenever they put, if you guys have had cataract surgery, you know what I'm talking about. Cataract surgery, they put the new lens in. Well, they put it in kind of a blanket kind of sheath. It's actually created scar tissue on the back. So they're gonna go in on Wednesday morning, they're gonna laser it out. So they're just gonna cut a hole in the back of the lens, not in the lens, but on that sheath that holds the lens, because it's created scar tissue, and when I look through it, it's actually foggy. I've been struggling with hitting, so that's the reason, that's what I'm gonna say the reason why that I've been doing that. So I'll have nose surgery tomorrow. That's how come I'm doing these videos, because I won't be in front of the camera for a while, because my nose can be all messed up. And then on, which I cannot wait to get done on Wednesday morning, is get the eye fixed a little bit better. There's another surgery that I'm holding off on doing, and that's to see if they can repair the back of my retina, because I want to talk about that. My back of my retina has scar tissue on it. That's the reason I see everything that's bent. Like if I'm looking at you, all the lines in you are just bent. They're not jagged, they're just smooth and they're bent. They're going to try to fix that if I opt for that surgery, but that's in the future. Let me talk about bats now. The cammed bat that I did a review on came out scoring really high. It made it to my top 10. Very good bats, the one piece. So what Leaf Nemo has done, he has sent me, this is one of them, Old Smash, 121 proof. It's a 12-inch two-piece bat. I like this bat, the way we just started hitting it to get it broke in. And all the videos you guys see right now that we're hitting these bats, we're just trying to get them broke in, but we're gonna give you guys video on them. This is a 27 ounce, it's 26.6, 17.2 on the end with a 9.3 on the hands. This is a good bat, guys. It swings really good. A lot of guys like it. These other two that we're hitting right now, Dark Horse, this is another Anarchy. You'll see us in the video swinging this right here. This is another Anarchy two-piece. This is actually a 12-inch, and it's weighted, it's a 25 ounce, but it's got 15, 7, and 9 on the hands. I just wish that number on the hands was a little lower. But we just started hitting those to break them in, and we'll let you guys know. We're gonna do some video on all this right now. So I got a ton of stuff coming out in the future. This is another Dark Horse. See it right here. I actually called this a balance bat the other day, and he corrected me. He said it was a 1/2 ounce end load. But if you look at these numbers, I would put it in a balance bat category. 26 ounce, it's got a 26 ounce of 25/7. It's got a 16 ounce end load with a 9.5 on the hands. That's more like a mid-load kind of bat. Now, this one's coming out. I've already did the review on it. This is from, this is that 13-inch one-piece from Onyx. You guys have seen video of us swinging it. This is a 24.5. This is the one that comes in 1/2 ounce increments all the way up from a 24.5 all the way up to a 27.5. I don't even know how far he goes up. I don't even care about that because I don't swing that big heavy stuff. So total weight's 24.5, actual weight's 24.5, 16.5 on the end, which I love. And it's got a 7.7 on the hands. Carlos always loads his hands light. This review will be out. This will be sold only at Scheels Sporting Goods Store. That is that's gonna rank pretty high. It's a good bat. Robbie Ramirez has got a bat out called Bloodline. This is it right here. We've been hitting this bat. At first, when we started hitting it, we were like, oh, hell. It wasn't breaking in for us. So what I did was I ordered another one. This one is a, see if we get the numbers here. This is a 25 ounce. I ordered a 26. And what happens whenever you have a little bit of a stiffer barrel, you go up in weight, it's gonna break in a little bit faster for you because you're getting that dense mass on the end. It's a 25 ounce, it's got 24.8 and 16.5 with an 8.1 hands, like I said about Carlos. This is the Robbie Ramirez Bloodline right here. We just started on that. It's taken a little while, but what's funny is we just hit it last Friday, I think, when we hit, and it opened up on this bat. So I got that other one coming. It's gonna take me a while to do this review because I wanna make sure I get it correct. And when you get a bat that takes a little bit longer on that barrel to break in, because I know how that barrel is, I've swung this bat, guys. I swung the prototype to this Robbie Ramirez Bloodline bat. I cannot wait for it to open up because it is gonna open up because the prototype that we swung was very hot. Then I got these the other day from Onyx. This is a two-piece El Rey. It's funny, Carlos told me about this bat, right? And he said he was gonna send me two. And he goes, it says El Rey. And I go, okay. And he goes, that means the king. And I go, Carlos, I'm from San Antonio, I'm Hispanic, and the fiesta's going on here. So I know what El Rey means. Well, that was funny that he had to explain to me what El Rey meant. It's a two-piece bat. I kind of know a little bit about this bat. I think we swung the prototype to this bat too. So what happened to this bat the other day too is we started swinging it. We have two of them right here, different weights, you can see. And in those reviews, I'm gonna tell you all the end weights and everything because I think I wrote them on. This is a 26 ounce, got a 17 ounce end load and an 8.7 on the hands. We started swinging this bat the other day, and what happened was it was stiff at the beginning. But quickly, you know, within 100 swings, that's with me, Billy, Bubba, Trey, and Mark hitting them, it opened up. Like the last round we took, like with the Ramirez bat the other day, the last round we took with those bats, they started to open up, and we're like, oh crap. So we're gonna hit those tomorrow again too and put out some video on it. Now, I wanna talk about this bat, and I actually did a video on it. It is gonna go out either tomorrow or the next day, and that's the Blake 584. This is the one-piece bat, got a 12-inch barrel. It's got the thinnest hands of any bat, senior bat that's out there right now. Typical knob from Onyx, dense mass, light handle weight. That's what Billy likes, dense mass, light handle weight. Balance points are just so you know, up toward the end load when you're swinging this bat. That's like I talked about earlier about, I think a lot of you older guys are gonna like this bat. Plus, here's the deal too. I mean, whenever you're doing this, when you're doing reviews, you don't really cater too much for the kids. You know, your target, and Billy's pretty good at this, is your target is usually your older, your AA and your AAA. And then you go for your 55 AA, AAA, and then your 60s, 65s, 70s, 75s, and it doesn't matter. It can open up in the major plus on those right there, right? But when you get into the kids, it's in a different category. It kind of goes like 40s to 50s, and then you have your 50 major plus, and 55 major plus. Well, those, the bat market is not really going after them. And let me explain why. Because they can pick up anything and swing it, especially when we're playing at that higher level. So Billy came up with this little chart, like, Dave, I want to go after the AA, the AAA guys, because for one, there's more of you. Okay, that's common sense. And another thing too is the 40s can pick up any one of these bats and kill with it because their bat speed is just tremendous. Their controls, they're not older. They have a diminishing bat speed. So what Billy focused more on is the guys that have the diminishing bat speed, that want to get performance out of their bat, and the women too, because I think in the next few years, and I've said this in the past, that women's senior ball is going to blow up. It's going to get really big. So what he designed was a bat that you can go down and weight. You don't have to jump to a balance bat. You know, all you older guys don't have to jump to a balance bat anymore. You can go to an end load, and he has a 24-ounce end load. And it's the way the weight is distributed in it. You can swing it very fast. That barrel's going to collapse on you and get great performance than you would on a balance bat. That's it, guys. I don't have anything else I want to talk about. And this, I'm going to start doing these once a month again. I just want to give you guys information on. I will say this too. Anarchy, I just remembered it. Anarchy is coming out with a 50 cal again. He asked me if he could send me a couple, and I think there's a couple more bats he's gonna send me from Anarchy. What he has done is he's getting his weight distribution, Leaf Nemo, with his crew of the Anarchy. He's getting his weight distribution a little bit better, and he's getting the bats designed from somebody that knows what they're doing. So, and I know that because we've swung the cam. The cam's totally different than any Anarchy I've ever swung. So he's sending me 250 cals, and he redid them. He wants me to do a review on those again. And I told him I would. He's just gonna have to wait in line on what I have coming out right now. I also want to get another bat from Suncoast, and I'm gonna get it from Patty. You guys know who Patty is from Suncoast, so I'm gonna get it from her. And it's gonna be the Reload. And it's the one that has the autism stuff on it. I want to get one of those because I did love that bat whenever it came out. At that time, it was the Johnny Dykes. I want to get one of those, and I'll probably pick that up this week from her, have her send it to me. That's it, guys. Guys, stay safe. I know softball's starting to kick off. One thing I like about this year that didn't happen for the last 2 years, probably because of what's been going on in the world, is because everything's shut down. I've seen a lot of tournaments. And at these tournaments that I've been going to, it's usually I play with the kids now. So at these tournaments, a lot of people are having fun. There's no bitching and complaining anymore. Even when I went to go play kids a couple of weeks ago, no more bitching and complaining about anything. Guys were having fun. I see a lot of, because I still stay in contact with a lot of guys, I see a lot of tournaments that are going on, a lot of people playing. That's what I love. Everybody's getting out there, but stay healthy, guys. Stay safe and have a great time. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and I've got a couple more here for you to watch, and I've also got a subscribe button, so hit on it and then hit the bell. That way you get notifications whenever I put out another video. Thanks, guys.